That's the sound so many Kentuckians heard last night as these storms ripped through their state. Close to 56,000 people in Kentucky are without power. As of this afternoon, the state says around 70 people are dead. That same tornado touched down and traveled 227 miles, leaving destruction in its wake. 200 of those miles ripped through the Commonwealth. 10 News reporter Marissa Rios is in studio with us to break down what we know about the impact this massive storm left behind. Marissa.
Well, Katie, as you said, that tornado traveled over 200 miles, with most of it being in Kentucky. But let's first start in the first community where the storm ravaged. In Arkansas, at least 2 people are dead and several others are hurt after a tornado tore through a nursing home. This was in Monette, Arkansas. That's about an hour north of Memphis. People working the scene say at least 20 people were trapped inside at one point, but many have already been rescued. Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson declared a state of emergency for the town of Monette.
Today I did declare an emergency in Arkansas so that we can provide emergency assistance. We have 20,000 without power in Arkansas. They're working very hard to get that power back on, but the emergency declaration was important for that assistance.
The mayor says this was the first tornado to hit the town since 1984. Over in Missouri, at least one person is dead after the storms hit an area just outside of St. Louis. The storm damaged several homes and trees. Powerful winds also knocked down power lines. One couple says they're just grateful their family could get to safety just in time.
Everyone's kind of panicking.
The alarms on the phones, the alerts.
Yeah.
And they got down there 15 minutes before the storm hit. They said it sounded loud, deafening almost, but then, they're safe, so that's all that matters. I mean, tree limbs came down in the cellar, they deprived themselves out, but otherwise, they have a daughter down there, a dog, they got everybody down there safe, so it's all good.
In Kentucky, the same storms wiped out the town of Mayfield, destroying multiple buildings. Crews were out early Saturday morning searching through the damage. The governor declared a state of emergency, activating the Kentucky National Guard and Kentucky State Police.
This has been one of the toughest nights in Kentucky history, and some areas have been hit in ways that are hard to put into words. To all of our Kentucky families that are impacted by this, we want you to know that we are here for you. We love you. We are praying for you.
In Illinois, at least 2 people are dead after the storm moved through the southern part of the state. The storm caused a roof to collapse at an Amazon warehouse, injuring at least 30 people. One person was also airlifted to a hospital in St. Louis. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker took to Twitter. He says his prayers are with those affected by the storms. He also thanked Illinois police and Illinois Emergency Management for their help so far. And back here in Tennessee, Kingston Springs and Cheatham County was hit hard by last night's tornadoes, causing widespread destruction. Right now, there's no deaths reported, but one woman suffered serious injuries. The twister followed Highway 70 through the area, destroying homes, trees, ripping up water lines, and knocking out power. President Biden took to the podium this afternoon to reassure those affected by the storms that he will do everything in his power to help.
Governor Beshear and I started off the morning together, and he said, as I was watching it on television while talking to him, like all of you have, and his comment was, it looks like a war zone, but worse. But I want to emphasize what I told all the governors. The federal government will do everything it can possibly do to help.
Emergency crews in these states project the death toll to reach more than 100 people by the end of the day. Katie.
Marissa, thank you for that coverage.